Sorry, Tito. All right. Sorry, guys. I just scared my cat setting off the quick cooker. But I just wanted to hop on and show you guys really quick. One of the quickest dinners that I make. We do pizza night every week. As you can tell, I love my large round stone. And we're making barbecue chicken pizza tonight. And I cooked my chicken breast in the quick cooker. Because when you cook in the quick cooker, it keeps all that moisture in what you're cooking versus baking it or frying it. It's going to be really dry. And then when you put it on the pizza and you put it in the oven, it's going to be even drier. So I want to keep as much moisture locked in as possible. And it does that by, obviously, pressure cooking and cooking faster. So I'm going to take my chicken breast out. And while I let that cool down on my cutting board, I just cut into this, make sure it's done. It needs to go for just another minute. I wasn't sure how long it would need because I'm only doing one chicken breast, so I'm just gonna pop it back in there for a quick minute. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn it back to chicken. I'm only gonna do it for like 4 minutes. Okay, so while that chicken is cooking in the quick cooker, I'm gonna show you guys the manual food processor, one of my favorite things. So I like red onions on my barbecue chicken pizza, so I'm gonna take a half a red onion and I'm just gonna chop it up into like fourths. What? I'm only putting onion on my side. Does not like onions. And I'm just gonna plop it into the manual food processor. And there's a little notch on the top of the middle part that fits into there. So you just put it on and then pop away. And I like this better than dicing it up with a knife because you don't get it all over your hands. So like if you're making a salsa or you're doing like a guacamole and you don't want to touch the jalapenos, I like to do my jalapenos in here as well. You can do pretty much any vegetable, doesn't matter. And you just chop it up until however fine you like it. So that's done. I'm just gonna wipe the top off real quick. Okay, now most of you are thinking, homemade pizza takes forever. I don't want to make my own dough. Super easy. My aunt's recipe is 4 ingredients. You mix it together by hand. No knead. You don't need to knead it. And it's ready in 30 minutes. Super easy. It's some of the best pie crust, dough crust I've ever had. And so the dough only takes 30 minutes. Just mix it with your hand. Let it go. And then I'm going to take a little bit of oil, plop it on my pan and my stoneware, large round stoneware, and I'm going to use the basting brush just to get that all over the pan. It gives the crust a nice golden crisp around the edge, and then you don't want it to stick in the middle either. You want it to come up easy off of the stoneware. Okay. So if you want this dough recipe, it's so easy, you guys. 4 ingredients, let it sit for 30 minutes, and then it's ready to go. I just scoop it out. And then I just use my fingers. If you want to use a roller, you can. But your fingers do just as good. You just need a little bit of oil on them. Just a tad sticky. Just a little bit of oil. There we go. And so this one crust recipe, this is half of the recipe that I'm using right now, just because I didn't want to have any extras. But the normal recipe makes 2 2 large pizzas. So I just made half today because I'm just gonna do one. Just so you know, when you make, if you want the recipe, I can post it, and then you'll know for the future. Okay, spread's really easy. It gives a nice crispy crust that's still fluffy in the middle. All right, and for my barbecue chicken pizza, I like to use the Sweet Baby Ray's Honey Chipotle barbecue sauce. And I use the 5-inch Santoku knife coated to chop up my cilantro and my onions. The coated knives are a little bit cheaper than the German steel knives, but they work just as well, and they're dishwasher safe. So I like to use those if I'm not doing anything too fancy. And I just put this all over my pizza crust, and then I use a spoon to just even it out. And you can put, the great thing about pizza night is with kids, family, picky eaters, you know, you can do little personal pizzas and everybody can make their own. And it's also fun too for little kids. They get to like get in there and make their own food. And sometimes they're more willing to eat vegetables and other meats and such things like that when they've been included in the cooking process. A lot of kids are curious and they want to know what you're doing. And everyone needs the life skill of cooking. Okay, so I think that's enough. And then I'm gonna take, I was lazy today. I did not shred my own mozzarella cheese, but when you're in a pinch, you're in a pinch. So I took my barbecue sauce down. I'm going to spread the cheese all over. And then I will top half of it with the onions, all of it with the cilantro, and then I'll get the chicken out of the quick cooker and put that on top too. Pizza night is my favorite night because it means little cleanup, good food, super easy to make. Let's skimp on the cheese. Ooh, chicken's done in the quick cooker. Okay, so we will get the chicken out to let it cool down a little bit. And for those of you who weren't on here earlier, I like to do my chicken in the quick cooker because it cooks faster and it keeps the moisture in the chicken breast. Whereas if you cook your chicken on the stovetop or bake it in the oven, and then you put it on the pizza and put it back in the oven, it's gonna be dry. So this way, your chicken stays nice and tender. And I will show you guys the quick cooker later. Sorry, I'm not showing it to you right now, but this is just quick and easy dinner for the week. So I'm gonna set this down, let it kind of cool off before I chop it up. And then I'm gonna add take the blade out. I'm gonna add my onions to my half of the pizza. And like I said, I mean, we have a really good cauliflower crust recipe on our website if you're gluten-free, or if you're just, you know, not a big bread eater. You can do even broccoli crust is a new thing people are doing. And then, so I'm just using my knife to chop up the cilantro roughly. And I'm gonna spread that over the whole entire thing. And then we'll put the chicken on top, and then this is gonna bake at 450 for 16 minutes. If you like a little bit of crispier crust, you wanna go a little bit longer, but I wouldn't go any less than 16 minutes because that's where you get like a fluffy inside and a crisp outside. Cilantro's on. I'm gonna move you guys over here for a second. And so this is the coated knife, and I'm just going to, ooh, it's hot, hold on, let me grab my fork. Chop up the chicken really quick into little pieces. Normally I would shred it with my hands, but I'm kind of doing this video last minute for you guys, and I don't want to keep y'all, so I'm just gonna do it real quick. And they have the coated knives also in the chef's knife, which is the larger 8-inch. And then they also have it in the utility knife and the tomato knife. They really are a good, cheaper alternative if you can't afford the German steel forged ones. I highly recommend the coated knives. Looks really good. It is so good. Like I said, we have barbecue chicken pizza probably once a week. We love it. It's so good. Wish I had a bite. Well, you can always try this at home. It's super easy. I honestly just one day, I love the California Pizza Kitchen. I love their barbecue chicken pizza. And so when I started selling Pampered Chef, I told myself that was the first thing I was gonna cook. And it was the first thing, and I just pieced it together, just figured it out. And now we have it all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a picture of it right now, and then I will show you guys a picture of it after it comes out of the oven. So this is it before. My side, because it has onions. And I'm just gonna pop it in there for about 16 minutes. And then I'll post a picture for you guys after it's all done. If you want the pizza crust recipe, let me know, I can post it. And other than that, I'm gonna post one more video after this of a demo of the quick cooker, because I know we focused on the quick cooker today. And so I wanna show you guys what it can actually do, aside from just cooking chicken breast. So y'all have a good night. I hope you enjoyed day 1 of Linda's party. And y'all were super active, which I love. Y'all were really active in the games, things like that. So keep on going. We have 4 more days, and we're gonna be hitting lots of good recipes. So I hope you guys enjoy. Bye, guys.